What up? What up? What up? She's on. Oh. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? What up, y'all? What up, y'all? It's Rye. What's good? What's good? Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? What up, y'all? What up? This little test live. We here. We here with it. We here with it. Yo, what up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's good? What's good? How y'all feeling? 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 What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all doing good? Y'all doing good? Y'all doing good? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? It's Rye. What's good, y'all? What's up? What's up? What up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's good, y'all? What is up? More authentic, more authentic. We here, we here, we here. Hey, what up, Logan? Yeah. What up, Logan? Oh shoot. What up, Logan? What is up? What's good, y'all? What's good? Yeah. All right, Logan. What's up? And everybody else, what's up? If y'all can hear me, yo, what up? What up? Man, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Dang, it's 28, y'all. Yo, what? Nah, bro. Y'all showing the brother a lot of love right now. 20. Yo, what is up? Is that Miles? Bro, I say need Miles need. If I said that wrong, my bad. I apologize. I apologize. I do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Bryson? Is that? I think that's Bryson. Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Like, you know what I mean? I don't mean I guess if I mess up, if I mess up your name, hey, my bad, my bad, my bad. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing though? How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Let me know if y'all doing good. Let me know if y'all doing good. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all doing good. Hope y'all got your mind right. Y'all been feeling right mentally and all that. Doing good. Because, you know what I'm saying? It's important. So, you know? So, I hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing good. Getting your mind right. Feeling right. So, that's important. That's important. Oof, oof, no. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Hey, if anybody wilding, man, don't even, one thing I want to make it personally clear, like I want to make it perfectly clear, there's 11 of y'all in here, saw someone wilding. People gonna be doing that. Like when people see that you doing something that's the opposite of what everybody else is doing, is someone gonna try to go in and put some negativity. Don't let that affect the community here at we got a name. We got to come with a name. I always say it's already yours at the end of the video. So I'm thinking like we need an acronym. So I'm thinking, what do y'all think of I'm thinking AYG, Already Yours Gang, or we could do Already Yours Crew, AYC, or we could do Already Yours Squad, AYS. You feel me? Like we gotta. I feel like an acronym would be cool, but like I said, when you doing something that everybody else ain't doing, everybody gonna come in and try to some bull. That's just how it is. When you got a light and you thinking, oh, like I'm doing this, I'm doing that, right? And you actually have hope and for yourself, and you want some for yourself, and the other people don't. Unfortunately, they were like, oh, if I don't got that, oh, they shouldn't have that either. Like I said, it could be anybody. It's a lot of people that gave up on themselves, and then they see you saying, "Oh, I still want." Let's say you in a bad situation. You know, it's a lot of people got a mob mentality. You know, let's say everybody in the town gave up on themselves. You didn't, so it's all like, "Oh, he think he gon' who he think he is, who she think she is," for the ladies or any ladies. You know what I'm saying? Man, they who you it's like that. Cause and this is no disrespect to nobody, cause like a job's a job, but we gonna have the job mentality. You working at a store, right? And you going to school on the side because you want more for yourself. Everybody around you been working at that store for like 20 years, but you see a way out of not working at that store from 16 to 60. You know what I'm saying? So everybody look at you like that's not possible. Man, you think you're gonna be a rapper? You think you're gonna be a singer? You think you're gonna be a artist? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody been stuck in, clock out. Like I said, job's a job. We ain't, how you get your paper. It's how you get your paper. We not shading like, oh, you work at the store. There's nothing wrong working at the store. I'm saying that the mentality of you ain't trying to you 17 working at Mickey D's. You ain't trying to be 7D working at Mickey D's. I think we would all agree on that. You know what I mean? I think we all agree on that. So that's the mentality for real. So, so like I said, don't give up. Don't you know what I mean? So for that person that was wilding, they was wilding. But that's neither here nor there. So that's the difference. So, you know what I mean? So like I said, like when no dream is unattainable, you know? So, you know. So no dream is unattainable. So that that's really what it is. So when someone sees somebody making a way, they people want to stop that avenue. There's always an avenue or a journey, a different pathway if you making a way. So someone might try to set up a detour and block that way. Don't let them do that. They can't, because there's always another way. That's the difference. There's always another way. So when someone tries to block that way, don't get caught up in, oh, they blocked that way. Understand that if there's always another one. That's the difference. That's the perspective. So, like I said, don't soon as you get caught up in it, a lot of people get caught up in the act. People get caught up in the act of what happened. Real talk, that don't matter. The fact is they did what they did. That's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. Don't get caught up in the what and the why. Don't matter. Because nothing that they say, like, okay, they tell you the reason. What difference do it make what the reason is? They did it. So, but what up, everybody? What up? What up? So, the difference is, like, real talk, no one can give you what you already haven't given to yourself. That's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. Once you realize that, man, you really become an unstoppable force at that point. Once you realize that no one can give you what you already given yourself, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't take opportunities and stuff like that. But understand, you are the opportunity. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? What up? Hope you're having a good day. Hope y'all getting right. And we need this now more than ever. That's another thing. It's bigger. It's bigger than just like, oh, I'm saying what I'm saying, you saying what you saying, and so far, and it was like crazy. Sometimes it's not enough. They still. Most people inherit the dysfunction and poverty. They have to compensate like crazy. Sometimes it's not enough. They still fail. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Speak on that. See, speak on that. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. It's so many people that was born into the pit, and it becomes a sense of normalcy for them. Y'all remember that commercial? What was it called? It was a Febreze commercial where it was all like the person became desensitized to the smell, and then when they walked in the room, it's like, man, what's that smell? And then they plugged it in, and it was like, oh, it's not supposed to smell like that. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to smell like that. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people, I mean, if you was born into it, you don't know no better. You don't know no better. But we can still do better. There's still an opportunity to do better, you know? So, and a lot of people run from that. Some people give them an opportunity, you know, an opportunity to do better. And like self-sabotage is a real thing. Self-sabotage is a real thing, man. It's scary. It's one of the scariest things, man. People be sabotaging themselves, and it's a scary thing, you know. But like I said, there's a way out of that, though. There's a way out of that, and that's the difference, you know. You know, still got to try to do better. Agree. Life is an arena, place to get. Yup. Speaking facts. Speaking facts. That's right. That's right. That's right. You know. You know. That's right. You ain't lying on that. You ain't lying on that because we all been there. That's what you know. That's what I'm telling. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean. You get it. You get it. That's a fact. You know. It understand it doesn't have to be this way. It don't. It don't have to be this way. You know. So that's another thing too. Like whatever you feeling right now, know that the feeling is temporary. Yo, what's up? Everybody? What's up, everybody? But remember that the feeling is temporary. So right now, like, you know, okay, I messed up right now for the time being. For the time being. You know what I'm saying? Yo, one day we is gonna game on here, bro. I gotta get right, bro. I gotta get right. We is gonna game on here. I see y'all you know, we is gonna play a game on here, bro. I just, you know what I mean? One day, you know. Sooner rather than later. I do want to start. You know, we do be doing the advice and we be doing the we be talking the videos and stuff like that. But also I do want to get my gaming bag, man. I do want to get my gaming bag. I learned that everyone isn't worthy of help, even though they need help. Helpless people waste help, and that's another thing too. A lot of people will say what you just said. A lot of people say what you just said is harsh. A lot of people say that, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Family. They'll drag you with them. You got an addict in the family, right? You got your own life. You helping them. When are you gonna help yourself? So an addict is just an example. An addict that don't want help. I'm not saying, but turn your back on your people. I'm saying that some people don't want help. And at what point they gonna drag you down with them? Now what? Now you messed up. You got people, especially if you got people counting on you. You know how you gonna help them? How you gonna help somebody else? You can't even help you out now. Now you know what I mean. So, a lot of people say that's harsh, but until they ready to work with you, in reality they working against you. Until they ready to work with you, if they ain't willing to work with you, at a certain point, So, I'm not saying don't give them a chance. I'm not saying don't give them a second chance. Like if they come back and they say, "Hey, man, I'm willing to help. I'm willing to help," I'm willing to help. Okay, if they willing, and they show initiative, then by all means. But if not, you feel me? They gotta go. I ain't gonna lie, So you gotta. And one thing I really want to stress is that notice how the enemy made it like a person being selfish by putting themselves first. There's a reason for that. Like the narrative has shifted of you putting yourself first makes you the bad guy. There's a reason for that. That's not by accident. Real talk. Nothing is like by accident. Nothing is by what a coincidence. More often than not, there's a method behind the madness. More often than not, So it's not. It didn't just happen. So people don't just do things. People don't just do things. It's not just by that just happened. People don't just do things. There's always a reason behind it. So remember that too, especially if it was an act that put you in a compromising position. If it's an act that put you in a compromising position, it definitely didn't just happen. Don't fall for that. Everyone is aware of and complicit in what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's not. Don't fall for that. Unless they did something that accidentally hurt you, right? If they did something, appreciate that. I like to subscribe to all your videos. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm glad I'm helping. I'm glad helping y'all. Appreciate that. Much love. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing y'all in the comments and stuff, showing all the love. It's a two-way street for real, because like I feel good making them, y'all feel good receiving them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good thing. Like I said, we need this right now. You see how the world is. Like the community here at AYG. If y'all like AYG, already yours, gang. Woo woo. Yo, can we get some? Can someone hit a woo woo? One, I appreciate it. One woo woo. If we could get one, but we need this. You see how the world is. They talk about we going to war and all that politics. You know what I'm saying? That gender war stuff that's going on. Men talking about women crazy. Women talk about men crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, hey, woo woo, woo woo. Hey, we got one woo woo. I like that. I like that. But there's a lot of stuff going crazy right now. A lot of people, they talking, like I said, it's a lot of distractions going on. Talk about we at war with it. It's stuff like that. It's a lot of that going on. A lot of people pitting against each other. You know what I'm saying? So, good to see you live. It's your first live. Oh, Roy Collins. Hey, you always be like one of the first 2 or 3 comments. Sometimes the first comment on the vids too. Roy, love you, man. Love you, Roy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be seeing, I can't, Roy, you been here for a minute. Like, I think, man, you been here, man. I think I had like 100 subs or something when you been here, man. Roy, love you, Cuddy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a lot of that. We need this, like real talk. We need this because everyone's trying to. I low key, they're gonna call me crazy for this. They're gonna call me crazy. Chat. I never said this before. That's crazy saying that. Chat. They gonna call me crazy for this, but I think there was people that are like put into play by the powers that be to sow that division. I do. You know what I'm saying? Even people that's on here. Like I said, it's all that, that the politics stuff, the gender, all that gender stuff, men versus women stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so to say division. Cause if we men, right, there's men, okay, there's women, right? And for those in between, we don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that like we here because of each other, right? Men are here, women are here, women come together. That's how we have life. How are we gonna be going at it with each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we going to be going at it with each other if we need each other? That's fact. But the powers that be are showing that, are like profiting. That's their energy. I'm telling you, the energy that I talk about it. Their spirits are full of slush. You know what I'm saying? They're full of sewage. There's a reason why. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, there's a reason why nothing's by accident. So, but I hope y'all feeling good. Hope y'all feeling good. But yes, this is the first live at 8. Like I said, it's either going to be AYG, AYC, or AYS. Either squad, already yours squad, already yours crew, already yours gang. Actually, we could say all 3. It don't matter. They don't mean the same thing. I just feel like whatever rolls off the tongue better is the one we're going to come up with. I just want an acronym for us. You know what I'm saying? We got, But yeah. So. But shout out to everybody, man. I hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all feeling right. So. When people need each other, they probably need to work on themselves individually to get strong. I do agree with that. Working as an individual is key. But I also agree that like when you got I think it could go like on both sides in the sense of you got good community too. We can uplift each other as well. But yeah, if your thoughts are loud or they're at their loudest when you gotta sit in that bed by yourself, when you gotta lay in that bed by yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's when your thoughts are loud. When you gotta look in the mirror, when you gotta wake up in the morning. Like I always say, you don't hear me say this all the time. You wake up with you, and you go to bed with you. So you gotta make sure that your mind right. Get your mind right, chat. Get your mind right. Me included. I'm not all knowing. I'm not adverse to that. There's some times where I'm all like, man, like, sometimes I be like, man, like, can I do this? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm all like, wait a minute, hold on. Snap back to reality. You know what I mean? So you check that too. Check that. You gotta check that. You gotta check that. And it's okay to have a bad day. Yo, that was, you know what I mean? I had a bad day, man. I had a bad day. I had a bad day. That's cool. That's cool. Like, don't let a one bad day ruin, man. That don't gotta ruin the rest of the week, though. Okay, Monday was bad. So today gotta be bad, too? Come on now. You know what I mean? Now, the rest of the week, the rest of the month, you know what I'm saying? Don't backslide. And what I mean by that is, like, don't completely backslide where, like, you worked all the way up to get to this point, and then, like, a setback happens, and you, whether it's intentionally or accidentally, ruin everything, like the rest of your progress. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. That's the difference. I was born to help people to be independent. Humanity will be very. I mean, like I said, like I'm not completely adverse to that because we at the end of the day we do got to stand alone. I do value community. I do, but we can be independent and cooperate. That's a fact. We do want to value community, but we also want to be able to stand alone because a lot of the battles that we face, only we got to face them. Like no one's gonna hold your hand. No one's gonna hold your hand through it all. You know, no one's gonna hold your hand through it all. So that's another thing too. No one's gonna hold your hand through it all. So it is important that you got your mind, you got your you got your mind right, got your noggin right, because when it's time to battle it, you know what I mean? The only people that really will be there for you in that will be there for you, cheering you on, if you have that. If you have that type-based community, we have people cheering you on, you know. You know. Amongst a lot of black people, we glorify codependency too much. I mean, man, that's a conversation. That's a conversation. You know what I mean? I think we like I said, we gotta, as individuals, we gotta get right. We gotta get right. Cause like I said, if I talk about, we'll say addiction. That's you. That's you. That's you. Like I said, you might have family and friends that want you, that are cheering you on and being there in your corner for you trying to quit that. But at the end of the day, like, you gotta be able to, you have to have that, internal strength, that strength from within to be able to put the bottle down at the end, or whatever your vices is. It can be anything, So, everywhere you go, there's addiction. You know what I mean? Which is not by accident. Notice that everywhere you go, there's addiction. Fast food, alcohol. I mean, you know what I mean? This ain't even crazy. Like, I know this ain't new, but like they really got alcohol on the plane, which is like, Ryan, yeah, duh, it's been that way. But no, that's crazy. They got alcohol on the plane. I know that's not new, but that's crazy to me. Like, dang, like, yo, we got drink on the plane, bro. Come on. Now, I'd be lying if I said, well, I'll be lying if I said, if the flight attendant said, yo, we got, we got some wine, you want some? I'll be lying if I would say no. I ain't gonna lie. That I'm not gonna lie and say, oh man, I'm not gonna, oh no, like I'll be lying. But I'm not addicted, so you know what I mean. No shade to anyone that is, but I'm not addicted. I can have one. One glass won't hurt. But neither here nor there. But you know what I'm saying? So addiction is everywhere. A lot of men, women too, a lot of men struggle with adult content. We'll just say adult content. You know what I mean? So that's one tap of the button. You know what I mean? It's a lot of millions of men struggling with that adult content, and they can't interact or conversate with women in real life and whatnot. So, and that's another thing I think that sows the division between men and women, is a lot of men, us as men. I don't know, like, what I'm saying, I think we're kind of half and half with men and women here, but so that's why I always say, my ladies and gentlemen, because I'm all like, I feel like we got a mixture of everybody, but that's another issue is why I think men and women are connecting due to the fact of, we there's the adult content and social media and people appearing as things that they're not and stuff like that. And that's a what I mean. And we're also in the me era. Now, a lot of people are so focused on the fact of what they can get out of somebody more than what they can add to somebody, because if we are together and we're a unity, you know love is patient, love is kind. You know what I'm saying? So, whether it's man, woman, woman, man, 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 woman, woman, whatever. When you're in a relationship, it don't even got to be like romantic. It could be platonic. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gonna fall short, and I think people, because of like the era that we live in with tech and all that, you know, you could just easily replace somebody. You know what I mean? Nowadays it's all like, and people are looking for something that isn't even real. You know what I mean? That whole, like, Disney really messed everything up, no cap, because it's all like people are looking for this, you know what I mean? Like that, like, romantic stuff you see on TV. It's like people are searching for something that's like actually not even real. Like, your person gonna mess up. Like, and 50-50 not even real for real. And what I mean by that is that I'm not saying like 50-50 ain't real in the sense of I'm giving 50%, the other person give 50%. But sometimes your person might be down, you might have to carry. There might be, we're all human beings at the end of the day. So you might have to carry somebody through it. Like, you might be in a situation where, hey, I might only have 30% right now. Your partner might only have 40% right now. You gotta carry the rest in certain situations. People ain't doing that no more. They just dipping now. Like, it's scary. It's scary. Like, people are treating people. It's all like, it's real talk. Like, you know, you know what I mean? You finish a bag of chips, you throw it away. You throw the bag away. Like, people ain't doing that no more. You know what I mean? So it's all like, I don't know. Real talk, like, as cliche as it sounds, but some, like, people are really like going through people like they're nothing, trying to find something that's perfect, and nobody is. You know what I mean? So it's just not realistic, to be thinking to have that type of mentality. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna mess up. You know what I mean? At a certain point, how much do you got to give? Like, real talk, like, what are you doing? And I don't mean you, chat. I mean, like, these people, right? What are they doing? If it's all on you, what are they doing? Like, if you chat, you with somebody, or you in a type of relationship, what if you got to give? If you give it everything, why am I even here? I might as well just give it all to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it just don't make no sense to me. It's just, you know, it's it's not fair to you, and you deserve better. Remember that. You know what I mean? And I want to speak on this too, chat. You don't have to be in a favorable position to believe that you deserve better. Don't think just because, you know what I mean, you in a bad spot right now that you deserve disrespect. A lot of people take disrespect because they're in a bad spot. Just because you in a bad spot, that don't mean that you don't deserve better. Like, don't think that you don't deserve better just because you ain't doing good right now. So, I mean, it's not cruel. People have to learn how to carry their own weight. It's chaos sometimes, but it's not cruel to tell them that's the reality. I'm not even mad at that. Like, we do got to, at a certain point, it's all like everything is tech now. Fair point. Everything is tech now, right? You gonna have to, like, how you go to places now and you have to order on the app now. That's life. Self checkout. You know what I mean? Eventually, it's not gonna be no cashiers. That's life. Like, we gonna have to. I mean, am I a fan of that? Nah. Like, I want to. Like, I would like to, like, talk to a human being. I think that's messing up. But if y'all seen Wall-E, you know where we headed. Anyone that's seen in here that's seen Wall-E, you know what's happening, which ain't good. You know what I mean? This might sound morbid, but shoot, I don't want to see that. I hope I'm not here to see it. But Wall-E, Detroit Become Human, that's where we heading to. Which I do want to play Detroit Become Human when I get, bro, I do want to play Detroit Become Human. I do. For y'all, though. For y'all, I do want to play Detroit Become Human. But if you know, you know. But yeah, we headed towards Wally. If you know, you know. But that's life. So you're right. You do gotta adapt for real because when you go to a restaurant, you gotta order on the app. Or you gotta they got the touch screen, they got the touch screen menus and all that. So fair point. Fair point. But back to what I was saying earlier, don't think just because you're not in a favorable position that you don't deserve better. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people settle for disrespect or settle for crumbs because, like, well, and sometimes you do got to bite the bullet. Sometimes you do have to, like, if you're an artist, what you would get paid, um, what you would get paid as an up and coming artist isn't going to be what, I don't know, what Taylor Swift would get. Because you're an up and coming artist, but you're building connections and getting opportunities. So that's a difference than letting someone walk all over you. Building connection opportunities, yeah, you might, you know what I mean? You're not going to get what the top guy would get, even if you're more talented than them, because you're not known yet. But someday you will be. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's also something that's important. That's really important. Yeah. So, you know, that billionaires already told you jobs gonna be gone. So yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Them jobs is people need that. We need to accept reality, not dream of potential. Facts, bro. A lot of facts. A lot of billionaires that left the U.S. Yeah, hey, everybody. Some are leaving, and some, you know what I mean. I don't know. It's just bad, man. It's just bad. It's all that money, man. People struggling and all that, but that's how it be. It's always been that way, though. Especially, I can't speak for the rest of the world, but you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, I heard in China, man, they cure diabetes for real. I'm all like, yo, they would never let that junk happen over here, man. They gonna keep, you know what I mean? The healthcare system is a racket, man. That's why we gotta stay healthy, chat. Stay healthy, chat, bro. They are not trying to help you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They want that dollars. All they care about is dollar bills. But that's capitalist society though for you. You know what I mean? Money over someone's well-being. Unfortunately, that ain't right though. You know what I mean? But a lot of things ain't right. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So, and a lot of people think like, oh, like, I mean, we still got people believing that some politician gonna come and fix everything and save everybody, man. Man. But some people need that. Chat, I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand that everybody ain't meant to face reality yet. They will mentally go insane if they face reality. So understand that they need that. I know to us, we awaken. We know the real. We know what's up. Everybody can't face that. They need to believe that a Republican or a Democrat, a conservative, a liberal gonna come and save everybody. My political ideation is better than yours. These people still believe in the good bad guys. Like this Marvel or something. It's Marvel. This is like like this is like it's the Goku versus Frieza or something. Like people need to believe that, man. People need to believe that. So when you tell them that, it destroys their like sense of reality because their whole life they believe that, oh, my family taught me Democrats bad. My family taught Republicans bad. It don't matter. We not, you know what I'm saying? My family taught me that. So, or I was raised in that. They need to believe that. They you know what I mean? So when you tell them that, when you like, yo, whoop-de-woo, what we know, they gonna argue with you. You can't, it's no point in, they gonna be like, no, so-and-so said, politician said, so-and-so said, no. The man on Fox said, the man on CNN said, man, like, it's funny to me when I hear people, like, sometimes I be in line, I be listening, man. I be in line, right? Like, at somewhere, I be listening, and they be all like, yeah, that idiot on Fox, that idiot on CNN, that NBC. I'm like, they all idiots, bro. They all lying. Like, they all, like, man, like, come on, man. You know what I mean? And no disrespect, bro. That certain age group that grew up on the news, that grew up like reading everything in the paper, everything on the news, that's like they got to them. You know what I'm saying? That's they guy to them. The man on the anchor news, welcome. We'll just say me. Yo, what up? Yo, what up, Fox? It's Rye. And I'll let's pretend I'm on Fox. Yo, man, the president said da 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 da. Well, that's true because Ryan said it. Like if I was on the news and I said something, they'll be all like, "Nuh-uh, you real wrong. Ryan said that." They will believe me just because I got the credentials and I'm on. If I was on CNN, I said, "Yup, da 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 da." Groceries are cheap. Everything is all good. They'd be like, "Yup, Ryan on CNN said it." It's all like I'm lying. I'm capping. I could go on the news, have my little name tag, and cap, just lie. They'd be like, "Yup." And someone said, "No, Ryan lying." Let's say I was lying, right? I'm lying. They like, "No." Someone will argue with you. I could go on there and say anything. I could be all like, I could just say anything, and they'd be like, "Yup, he said it." So you know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? Like, don't. That's why you can't get offended. You're not ready. Sometimes, like a kid, like sometimes they gotta fall off their bike. You know what I mean? They gotta scrape their knee. You got sometimes certain things are necessary in development. Like some people, you have to know who you can conversate with and who you can't conversate with. And some people, like we having the conversation, everybody in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Or we having the conversation. You see that? You know what I mean? And we're able to do that. And we're able to piggyback off each other's thoughts and whatnot. That's the difference. Some people are like, no, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Who's a news person? David Muir. David Muir. David Muir said, I don't even got a problem with David Muir. I'm just saying a news person. You know what I'm saying? The person on. It's like you see how. We gotta talk about this. It's like sports teams. Like they look at CNN and NBC and Fox like sports teams. Like, no, CNN, they be lying on there. Fox, they be lying on there. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like, yo, this is not the Detroit Lions versus the Seattle Seahawks. Like, this is real life. And they arguing like Republican, Democrat. They really made it like it's a sports team. You know what I'm saying? They really made it like that. So, I think only rich people should have kids. Life is dangerous. Money and security is not per protection. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Facts. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of was like, on that. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. Facts. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If if hypothetical, right? If your transmission mess up, bro, and you don't know how you gonna replace it, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be having no children, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't gonna. If your tire go out and you like, and you got to go to bell tire, and you don't know what you going. If your car battery die, you don't know what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the people with kids and all that. Right now, I'm chilling, for real, for real. First, you gotta wait a minute. You gotta find someone to have kids with. Real talk, bro. How you need that family unit to even have. Nowadays, with relationships, shoot, the kid is one thing, bro. Finding somebody who's willing to be a helpmate, and this is men and women. I'm not talking down on I'm talking any men and women in chat. It's hard for everybody. If you know what I'm saying, because from the woman's perspective, I'm gonna come from the woman's perspective first. You're pregnant, whoopty woo, 9 months of pregnancy, okay, then you gotta give birth to this child, and any complications can happen. Then you gotta get stitched up and get back in the game again. You gotta get right, and that mentally and physically taxing on your body. Imagine doing all that, and come to find out you done gave birth to a child, right? And the person you got a child with turns out to be a demon. It's all like, nah. And from the man's perspective, you know what I'm saying? It's all like, you're there, you're doing your thing, you know what I mean? You're there for her and all that, wooty woo, you know what I mean? And things could still go awry. So it's like, bro, I don't even know how we even gonna get to that point of even having a kid, bro. Because right now, bro, I don't even know, you know what I mean? Shoot, it's hard now, bro. It's hard out here. relationship wise, for men and women, like I said, for everybody. You know what I mean? Because one thing I've noticed that people do is like, it's like the what about me thing, right? If a man say it's hard out here, the women will say it's hard out here. If a woman say it's hard out here, the man say it's hard out here. I'm all like, bro, it's hard for everybody, bro. Are you a human? Yes, it's hard. Bro, the economy, gas, groceries, rent, it's hard for, bro, a lot of people, the lights is on, but nobody's home. The kid could be born with complications too. That's enough. See, I even missed that. Appreciate you, but yup. And I was at the store one time, right, with one of my homegirls, right, and she just had a child, right, and she was buying stuff for the baby, y'all, formula, bro, toys, bro, diapers, bro, that ish, whew, yo, pockets got to be thick to have a kid nowadays, bro. It's honestly, bro, gonna be a flex to have a kid. Like, dang, like rappers gonna be like, man, I'm balling, I got kids. That's gonna be the new flex because literally, it's gonna become a flex. They so expensive, it's gonna be a flex. Like, dang, he balling, he got a child. Like, bro, like, shoot, they don't even need. That's another thing. They don't even need them. They don't even need to make, like China had the 2 kid law. You know, China had the 2 kid law. They don't even need that here. They don't even need that here in America. Because most people not even have. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, like it's gonna be like flex. Like, dang, you got. If you have like, I say like it's gonna be a flex to have more than one because where they getting the money from? You know what I mean? Like when I'm out at the store and I see people with like 2 or more kids, I'm all like, how you? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, are you like a drug overlord? Are you a kingpin? Like, where you get this money from? Like, it's like, how are you? Okay, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hey, what up? 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 But yeah, I don't know. I'm like, where you getting this? Okay, big baller shot caller. Okay, I see you. You know what I'm saying? I could, man, shoot. I when I need they be on government assistance. So man, you right, but you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, I guess that's one way to do it, but I mean like I guess, you know. But another thing too is that what a lot of people don't understand is kids need things beyond 18. You know what I'm saying? They still need you. They still young, they still need you, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. Having a kid for that reason is I mean, who am I to judge, I guess, but that's just, man, I don't know. But when I be seeing that, I be like, whew, whew, okay, man. Oh, that's what I was about to say. When I need like essentials, I'd be like just essentials. When I need to go to the store, when I need like this soap, toilet pay, I'd be like, I'd be like, darn it, like I don't want, like so I couldn't fathom a kid because when I need like this soap, bro, y'all see deodorant, bro? That junk like bro, it's like $8 for a stick. I be buying the bundle because it'll last long. You get the bundle pack where it's like 2 of them and more. I gotta get the bundle because it's all like, I gotta get the bundle pack. You know what I'm saying? Cause whew, you know what I'm saying? All the body spray, the lotions, all that, bro. That's junk expensive than a mug. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's like $9 for a stick, bro. Who we? You know what I mean? Bro, like, to all my men in chat, I'd be happy for Christmas time, bro. Like, remember when you was mad when you would get, like, socks, underwear, deodorant, and all that? I'd be like, I be just like at the end of my videos. I'm like, woo woo. When I get like face towels, underwear, socks, I'd be happy. That's what I want, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Christmas time, I'd be like, bro, socks, underwear, deodorant, cologne. I don't be wanting nothing. Like back, we used to want video games back in the day, bro. Nah, bro. I need underwear and socks. What you want for Christmas? Underwear, socks, deodorant. Woo woo. I be happy. They be like, I hope you like the gift. Do I like it? Shoot, I love it. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I be happy in the mug when I get my deodorant, cologne. Shoot, I be happy in the mug. Cause who need it? Me. Shoot. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't even know. And I'm sure women be happy because their stuff more expensive than ours. So the stuff that they need more expensive stuff that we need. So I know they be like, you know what I mean? So, man, so I be happy. Remember, you was mad when you was like 12. You was mad when it wasn't like a video game or something. You got underwear and socks. You was all like, you was mad in the mug when you was like 10 years old and you got like deodorant and socks. You was mad at your grandma's son. You was mad in the mug. You ain't mad no more though. I know I'm not. Sure. But hey man, yeah, it's tough out here. It's tough out here. You know what I mean? That's why you really don't know what nobody going through. That's why I think tensions is high too. In all seriousness, tensions is high. Because everybody's on edge. And that's why I think a lot of these like how do I say this in like the PG way? A lot of people are like fights and we gonna say rata the dies. If you, a lot of bow bow, a lot of those be happening. We just gonna say bow bows. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I think a lot of that's happening because everybody's on edge. People are looking for. I hope that. Oh yeah, say something, and then something goes down. You know what I mean? I think people are on edge and due to what's going on, the stresses of where their next meal gonna come, how their next dollar gonna come, and everybody just wait. That's why someone's like, you get it, don't do it, y'all. I know your pride, your ego, but someone bump into you and they're like, what? Leave them alone, man. They want you. They are waiting for an excuse or reason to light this place up, bro. Don't do it, bro. I understand they being you know, they acting a certain way. I get it. I get it. You know, but they not, the lights is on but no one's home. They looking for a reason. So when you bump into somebody and you know they like, man, what, man, yeah, what's up then? No. They willing to take everybody with them, including themselves, man. Don't so the road rages. You know what I'm saying? Somebody open their window, roll down their window and say some crazy stuff, bro. I ain't, nope. Nope. Yeah, get out the car. Nah, you gonna pull out the route to die. No. You are gonna pull out that route to die. I know you are. No, you gonna pull out that doop. And we just gonna say it like that, because I don't know if I can say that, but you gonna pull that out, so we not doing that. Nope. And remember, there's somebody out there that cares for you. Yo, you know what I'm saying? So I know like they was acting out of pocket. They was out of line. Maybe they you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Maybe you have every right to be mad. But understand that no road rage, no bumping into somebody. You know what I'm saying? Your mama don't want to get that call over that. You know what I mean? Your mama don't want to get that call over that. It's not, come on. You know what I mean? Don't let that, you know what I'm saying? Look, everybody's on edge and looking for an excuse to just act out, bro. So that's another thing. So I just want y'all to know that there's somebody out there that cares for you. And you know what's crazy? Like I said, I don't want it to happen to you either. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to happen to you either, because I truly believe that we can all accomplish something great, that we can make some of ourselves. We already are. It's already, you know what I mean? I'll wait to the end, but you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But so understand that, internalize that it's not worth it. They looking for an excuse to throw their lives away. You know what I mean? And that's sad. That's sad. But there's no reason for someone that got, if they don't see no reason to live for themselves, what would your life mean? You know what I mean? To them. What would your life mean to them? You know what I mean? So that's something that we, you know, got to think about, you know, before, you know, Time I, you know what I'm saying? You can feel it. I don't go out as much, but every time I go out, yeah. Like I'm telling you, that's why we see it. I feel like we used to be seeing every time you go online, you hear about some stuff going down more and more. Maybe it's because social media do feed you negativity. It do be feeding into that. But I feel like we've been these past like 4 or 5 years, we've seen more than we've seen in a long time of like ish going down. And I think there's a reason. There's a reason behind that. You know what I mean? And I think everybody is just losing it. Like people is just losing it, man. People are getting priced out. Like people can't. People losing their businesses. We did have a world pandemic. Like we moved past the pandemic kind of too crazy because that was like a world pandemic, and we kind of just was all like, back to work. It's all like what? Like we kind of just went back to like the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like we just kind of went past that like it was like, oh, that was crazy. Anywho, you know what I'm saying? You want fries with that? Like, whoa, like like we just moved past like it wasn't nothing. We really did for real. We really did for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. So that was kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of wild. So we, you know what I'm saying? But so that's just something that don't, you know what I mean? Don't put, a lot of times, even though we're right, you know, in the world's rule is a reality of the internet is reporting our truth. And yeah, that's true. That's true. The internet is reporting the far true, because a lot of this stuff been happening and it's been behind closed doors and now it's getting out. But I do think it's happening more at an alarming rate. That's the thing. Like it's been happening, but we seeing people get desensitized to it too. Like a lot of people just like, dang, that's crazy. It's all like, yeah, but like, you know, um, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just I feel like we're losing our sense of humanity. You know what I mean? And that's just sad to see. I just feel like we're losing our sense of humanity. And and I don't know. It's scary to see that. Just like what's going on. It's just not. It's just sad. It's not cool. But there's still hope. And that's just something I want to convey. Even if it's just, you see me on the YouTube, you see me on the TikTok, and I can be a little bright spot part of your day. I just hope I can give that, like, that we can give that to each other and whatnot. Because, we need that for real, And it seems like people like us are getting like we're weird. Like, it's getting to the point that we're weird because I'm all like, what, because I care for my fellow man? I'm weird. Like, I know I can't save everybody. I ain't Peter Parker or nothing, but still, like, I, I don't want I'm not going to be joyous in anything bad into happening to someone that doesn't deserve it. Especially, especially innocent people. I mean, how many school incidents, we'll say incidents happen, I'm saying? Those are children, what causes another child to do that to his peers, his or her peers? It's just, I don't know, So, but it's okay. It's going to be okay. You know what I mean? So, in a sense, like, you have to believe that. You know what I mean? Or you would never wake up and face today. We have to believe that. We have to believe. We have to believe that. We have to be able to face. Because we can look at the world for what it is, but we still can. We have to believe that there's another way. We need that. We have to believe that there's a way out of the pit. We have to believe that there's a way out of the struggle. We have to. Emphasis, we have to. So, But, so, it's really important. By the way, video will be dropping today. There will be a video today. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and the lives will be more frequent. This is a little just like commercial break. Boop, boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? The lives will be more frequent. So that'll be another thing too. So I don't really got a schedule. I'm just gonna be hitting live. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come through when y'all come through, but the lives will be more frequent. Just a little. I wanted to see. Oh, like like y'all. I really glad like y'all the comments y'all showing love. I really appreciate that. Much love always. I'm really glad. And make sure that you love yourself. I want to emphasis on loving yourself, man. Ain't nothing wrong like in the little things. Your quirkiness, your laugh. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you collect. I don't know. You collect. I don't know, like weird, knickknacks, whatever it is. Like embrace that. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing weird about that. There's nothing wrong about that. So remember that be happy with who who you are and don't acclimate yourself to meet somebody else's standards, man. Shoot, forget they standards. You know what I'm saying? You are the standard. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So don't lose that. You know what I'm saying? Eventually the real you's gonna have to get out. You can't hide that forever. And you shouldn't even want to. Who are they? You gotta start acting like that. Who are they? You know what I'm saying? You know? Um, the you know what I mean? Like there's enough of who are they to meet set the standards of you don't fit the standard in this world. You know what I mean? You are who you are for a reason. Embrace that. I just wanted you to know that. I want you to know that. You know what I'm saying? And remember, if they don't love you, somebody will. Somebody will. Some way, somehow, one day. And more importantly, you love you. And at AYG, are we I need to know. Okay. Before, is it already yours gang, already yours squad, or already yours crew? What are we doing, y'all? What are we doing? Already yours gang, already yours squad, already yours crew. I need to know that. We don't gotta do it right now, but eventually I wanna, you feel me, coin that so we could just start saying it. You know what I mean? I was about to say something else. Ooh. You know, remember that you love you. You know what I'm saying? It's more important. That's also important as well. And it's also important that you being whimsical and you being confident and you feeling great about yourself will be a light shined on others. Oh, that's what I was about to say. You're always safe here. That's another thing too. You safe here? Shoot, hey, you know that, hey, Ry think I'm cool, and he do. Yo, woo woo, yo, Ry think I'm cool, and I do, and I do, and I do. You know what I'm saying? So know that too. Be like, hey man, Ry wouldn't say that. Ry think I'm cool, and I do, and I do. I don't think anything wrong with you. So remember that as well. But you being whimsical, you being, zany and about yourself will be a light shine on other people, and that will affect other people, and that will bring out something within themselves. So you don't know that you never know about maybe someone's scared, right? And they're scared to show their true selves. But you showing your true self, authentic self, will make them more relaxed, and then now they feel safe because you were being authentic and genuine about yourself. So now they feel safe because you made them feel that way. So, it's paying it forward. Take one, pass it down. So remember that. So, but I just want to say thank you for showing up to the live. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for liking, comment, subbing, always being there. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I dropped my first video last March, bro. This is a year, bro. This is low key the 1 year anniversary of AYG. Like, this is low key. Whoa, hold on, chat. Hold on. This is low key the 1 year anniversary because last March I posted my first video. Got laid off. I'm cooked. Yo, and it's March right now, bro. So this literally we've been 1 year at this. I had 24 subs. I got 800 subs plus. So that's because of y'all. So, hey, thank y'all, bro. Thank you, man. Muchos gracias. You know what I'm saying? Muchos gracias. Because I owe it all to y'all. I owe it all y'all. Y'all got jobs. Y'all got families. Maybe y'all have kids or whatever. Y'all got all other stuff going on, and y'all sat down for a couple minutes to listen to me just talk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be doing anything else. Y'all here because, you know what I'm saying? Y'all here because y'all want to be here. And I really appreciate that. Y'all don't gotta listen to me talk. You know what I'm saying? But y'all are here listening to me talk. And I love that. You know what I mean? I remember, man, I remember making that video. You know what I mean? So, and we here. So I really appreciate that. I thank you for everything and so much more. But this is just a you know, this is just a stopping ground, man. Just know that we got all of us. I will see you at the finish line, all of us, because it's not just about it's not just about me. It's about us. You know what I'm saying? You have wisdom and good energy, but look at that, found you, and God bless you for shining your cousin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The entire Wu-Tang Clan, woo woo. So you know what I'm saying? So thank you. I really appreciate that. If you watch my older videos, man, I was all like, yo, what up, YouTube? Like, I was all like nervous and all that. Now I'm all like, I never thought I'd be laughing on here, bro. I would, man, like 6 months ago, a year ago, I was like looking on my shoulder like someone's gonna get me. I'm like, I'm just talking into the camera, like, calm, you know what I'm saying? But when you calm, you'll enter that flow state. You'll enter that flow state. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all in the comments being so receptive to me, it also, y'all helped me because, you know, I remember, like, you know, I was shy too. I was afraid too. I was scared too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I was recording the video. I was like, I was really, in the video. Like, cause I was like, and I was really recorded alone by myself outside. And I was like self-conscious of myself. Like, they're gonna laugh at me. I don't even feel it that way no more because of y'all. Like, y'all, it's a, like I said, two-way street. We made each other feel safe. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go live more. We're gonna go live more. And one day when I don't know how to do that, but I do wanna like play games too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get a game system and all that. But I do wanna play games. You know what I'm saying? So glad that you drop daily too. Yeah, I did move recently. So I know y'all be like, the daily uploads is going like, the uploads been later, but we gonna get them out more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I do want to, you know what I mean? I feel like I want to show more initiative to y'all because, you know what I'm saying? I love doing this. I love being here. I love being tapped in with y'all. I love y'all comments. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that. So I will either, dang, bruh. Either a late night live, like tonight night live. There will be a video today. There will be either a late night live or tomorrow live for sure. I'm gonna try to go live like at least every other day. Like, I'm gonna try to be live, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to be live. Like, we trying to go live. I'm trying to at least go live every other day. But I'm either gonna go live late night tonight because I got somewhere to be. You did open my mind to so much. You impact the world so many ways, bro. Even if people don't like the vids, I promise they always watching. Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate that, XO Slime Truck. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I really appreciate that. Like, it means so, like, y'all mean no, you know, here, like I said, here, I'm going to just say all of them. Already Yours Squad, bro. Already Yours Crew or Gang, whichever. I don't really care what. You know what? We'll do all of them. Squad, crew, gang. We'll do all of them. Either way is correct. Here at Already Yours Crew, appreciate that. And I'm glad we build a community. And like I said, like, you know, just know there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You know, sometimes it's not something that's wrong with us. It's the way that we live in. You know, it's the way that we live in, the way that it's the feeling in the moment. You know what I mean? And that's the difference. But like I said, either late night live or tomorrow live. But let me do the outro. But hey, it's Ry. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you, family. We growing, family. Woo woo. And you got this, homie. It's already yours.